Good, huh? We're starting off the morning with, I think this is a control deck. I'm not quite sure how to classify this. So Karma is a champion that tends to be more controlling. Round End, create in your hand a spell from your regions. Levels up when you are enlightened, hit 10 mana. And then her leveled mode doubles all of the spells that you cast for the rest of the game. When we've played against this on the ladder, the win condition frequently seems to be Karma into double star shaping. You just get to invoke 2 powerful bombs while also gaining 10 life to stall a lot. You also have tools like Zoe, whose super cool star charts that she makes when she hits the opponent's nexus can invoke a variety of different utility as well as threats. And then we've got things like Notify and Deny and Concussive Palm and Hushes to interact with our opponent's board in a variety of different ways. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see how it feels today, huh? Scroll deep down into my pile of Zoe decks. Hey, Afterthought. Thank you for the third video as well. I appreciate the Prime support. Welcome back. And good morning, good morning. So, Starry Scamp does seem a little bit odd in terms of why is this card in my control deck. However, it seems good from the perspective of... what's the word I'm searching for? It seems good from the perspective of being able to play to the board early. So these regions that we're playing don't have something like Mystic Shot or Vile Feast to play to the board cheaply to block and stuff like that. So Starry Scamp kind of fills that role in a very resource efficient way when paired with things like Zoe. I've elected to keep Notify in my opener here against my opponent's Zoe Lee Sin deck because Notify can counter Zenith Blade, which prevents us from getting combo killed in an ideal world. Open attacks here and see what they do. I think I'm into trading Pale Cascade for their goat here. Anthony, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Don't see that much. If you're new to the channel, Hyper, a lot of the decks that we play here are viewer submissions. So this deck and all the other 2 decks are going to be playing today are things that my viewers sent in to be played. I also think that classifying this deck as a hyper control deck is a really it's a weird kind of misnomer or conclusion to draw because these regions don't really have hard removal and stuff like that. Like at a glance, this deck to me feels more like a kind of go bigger tempo deck because it does really need to lean on closing games out because we don't have tools like Vengeance and Ruination to pair with them specifically. I think I'm taking the Traveler here to try and generate some more card advantage as we go here. Hey, Ryusi, thank you for the 15 months of Prime. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm mad at you, Jeff. I took your advice and I played some expeditions and had a lot of fun, and I hate having fun. Well, to be fair, you are a card game player. It was funny. I remember Declan had spent all day playing games, and like we're like, did you have fun? He's like, no. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing now, and it's just like you're so ready to be a gamer, child. And thank you for the biddies, Boston. My opponent continues to do stone cold nothing. Well, I guess I'll continue to spend my resources. Supernova. It's really unfortunate that you can't Notify Deny. I think I'm taking Supernova here because Supernova paired with Karma could potentially kill a Lee Sin. Hey, Sager, thank you for the 3/4 of a year. I remember when I used to have fun. Glad to have that behind me. Have I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla? I have not. That's on the list of games I might get to at some point, but not for a little bit. I've got a bit of a backlog of things I plan to work through. Thanks, Kraken. Yeah, Riot's great about supporting their creators. Feels good to be... Feels good to work with the company who wants to work with me. I'm just gonna pass here, honestly. If they want to pass and burn mana, that's fine for me. Yeah, you're gonna let me deal some damage? Sounds great. Dude Light with the big tip. Missed all of last week because of GDQ. Not actually sure how much one viewer 1 week is worth, but just take this and we'll call it even. Roy Run, your favorite deck from last week. I promise you, one viewer for 1 week is worth significantly less than that. Thank you for your absurd generosity, Dude Light. Hope you're staying safe out there with all the insanity. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I play Karma, I need to gem something in order for her to not overfill my hand, but I think that's still worthwhile.
Where there is life, there is hope.
Brutal. Yeah, honestly, and that's something I've talked about, Kraken. Like, Magic is designed in a way to be very addictive and unhealthy, and the way their systems around the entire game just encourage it a lot. It's so much easier to have a healthy, reasonable relationship with Runeterra compared to Magic, just because of how the game is structured. It's my favorite Zoe deck. Probably Zoe, Zoe Lux. Zoe Lux or Zoe Fizz. Hey, thanks for the bit schedule. So this could technically reset this if they don't have a deny. The problem is if I play this and they count, if I play this, I'm gonna burn a card in my hand next turn. Because I'm going to get a Karma card and then draw, and my draw will get burned. Which I'm not sure I want to do.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
Yeah, I liked what I've played of Baldur's Gate 3 so far. Thought it was well done. Danger Noodle here sounds lovely. So we can Danger Noodle this and then crack them for a bunch. Technically attacking for lethal, huh? I guess this is pretty likely to draw them a concussive palm. Hey, Echoplex, thanks for the quarter V, or welcome back. Good morning. Happy Monday, folks. They're looking for probably a Danger Noodle of their own or a Charger. Okay. And Danger Noodle of their own, honestly, isn't that big of a deal because it can't kill Karma. So we're going to go ahead and hook this down here as a distractor. They'll get to go ahead and block my goat and go to 1. Or block Karma and go to 2. Oh, if I hit Pale Cascade, they die, right? Never lucky, chat. Never lucky. I'll take the reroll. Six, 7.
Spirit awaken.
Yeah, someone earlier said this deck was a hyper control deck, and I kind of disagree with that distinction.
I bear a message from. Oh, hey, what's that?
Do we just YOLO this? Is that crazy? Is it crazy to YOLO this? I feel like it's not. I don't think they can interact with my 4-1 at quick speed. Yeah, exactly that reason. Because if I do this and they deny it, then they don't have mana to combo kill me.
Prepare yourself.
Hey, Nemomachin, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. So we're taking 17 because Lee Sin. I think we just open on this, right, and see what we get? None of these are very useful.
Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
Get in the portal! I call this constellation the jump rope.
I think we're just playing Karma here.
We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
And hoping to draw something meaningful with it. Hey, Lord, thank you for the 23 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
For the teeth, though.
And good morning.
The answer lies within.
Paradigm shift time!
Go, floaty crystals. Center your spirit.
Hush. Okay, I mean that's technically not dead yet, right? He says before getting denied back. Really unfortunate game. We would have. And for those of you that weren't watching that from the start, if we would have hit a Pale Cascade off of a Spell Thief on an earlier turn that game, we would have killed them that turn. They were going to 2 on a combat and they had no mana left. But our Spell Thief failed to roll their thing. Yeah, and I mean, just like went from 20 to 0 basically in one turn, right? 1.5 turns. We would have gone from 20 to 0 in one turn had we not had a piece of interaction that we forced them to deny. But they then denied our interaction 2 turns in a row while taking us from 20 to 0. Honestly, all other things considered, the fact that Lee Sin is also in the same region as Deny and Nopify is a big part of the problem with the card. If it protected itself inside of combat in a region that didn't get to play Nopify and Deny, it would be less offensive because then there would be more answers to it. But the fact that it gets to play Nopify and Deny for free is a big part of its play pattern issues. I don't know Violet Journey. I don't know what data range they were looking at to make the... In my opinion, Lee Sin's always warranted adjustments just based on the toxic play patterns that it produces. But it is finally producing win rate and play rate metrics that put it into the range of this needs adjustments because of that. I really hope they actually adjust Lee Sin as opposed to adjusting the supporting cards around it though. Changes will be announced tomorrow, Scissor, so patch notes happen on Tuesday. Patches go live on Wednesday, happen on Tuesday.
It's Draven time.
I'll spend 5 mana to kill their Draven here. Changing its barrier to literally any other keyword would work. It is only Monday.
Draven down.
I thought you'd never ask.
Normally, champion redesigns come with big patches instead of small ones. Yeah, you could also change them with small changes too. I'd be surprised if there's changes to Lee in tomorrow's patch. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow is only go hard changes.
Face me.
Boneless Wang, thank you for the 33 months of Prime. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Good morning.
Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the
I think outside of Lee Sin, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a stat line adjustment to Fiora tomorrow, but again, not expecting a lot of changes in tomorrow's patch. Their next big balance patch will be February.
I don't miss.
I see every move.
That's kind of an interesting thought. It feels like that would be a neat metric to track. Hey, thanks for 27 months, V-Ball. I appreciate that. Welcome back. What am I playing this turn? So I'm taking this block. The question is, am I running out a Karma or am I concussive palming this? The problem with running out Karma is if I don't concussive palm this, they get a free Mystic Shot, and they get to Mystic Shot her. And if I'm not playing her and I'm not playing this, I don't really have anything else to do with my mana this turn. So I think I'm concussive palming this just for the sake of using some resources. Nah, they won't do something like change his reason, Fig Leaves. They either change Dragon's Rage, so it doesn't let you combo kill with Overwhelm, or they get rid of his barrier. I could not find my glasses this morning for the life of me, so no, I am not wearing them. Usually I don't get blue light headaches if I don't wear them for one day. I'm also not streaming for 12 hours a day anymore. When I was getting constant eye stress headaches, it was because I was doing lots of back-to-back 12-hour days. Am I playing Karma this turn? I think so.
Where there is life, there is hope.
I kind of want to attack with these Pale Cascades and draw some cards from them. My hand's not doing a lot right now in terms of being reactive, so I think I want to play this out so I can get a little bit proactive here. Adonis, thank you for the 14 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Good morning. Happy Blur's Day. Peak and Fern. 34 months is a long time. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Am I trading a Pale Cascade for this into this? I think so.
Dragon lives.
Again, kind of just want to cycle through the cards that are in my hand. This likely means that Karma's gonna die, but I think that's fine. Guillotine. Yeah, that's fine. Good thing, unless we draw Nopify. Thanks for the 25 months, Sunshine. Good morning and welcome back. Been here a while and will be for a while more. Sounds great. Thanks for keeping me around. Zerg. Yeah! Karma making playable spells is busted, chat.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
Karma making playable spells is busted. Take 4. Ben plays live. Thanks for the follow. Good morning. I think I'm gonna hold on to this for now in case Karma makes us a stinker this turn.
The party has arrived.
I'm just passing for now. I want to be able to deny a Thermo Beam on my Karma, and I'm only burning 1 mana currently. Try and keep her champion alive. There's a good chance she still dies here. Wow, super baited. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we deserve that, I suppose. I don't know how we come back from that, chat. Yeah. I mean, we could just deny the Scorch or the Flock, though, Yard's Revenge, and then our opponent commits a second card out of their hand. Probably right to let Karma just take the first hit there. Alright, we're not getting to Diamond this season. Really just don't want to play against the opponent's archetype. Their deck is like almost 20% of the ladder at the moment. I played against my one Zoe Lee Sin deck of the morning. I'm not playing against it again. Once was enough. Hush sounds great. I'm mulliganing the rest of this. Why doesn't conceding give LP to the opponent? Because they technically didn't play a game. They take LP away from the person conceding to discourage people from conceding or to penalize them for doing so, but the person on the other side didn't technically win anything. took like 2 seconds of their time.
I bear a message from. Oh, hey, what's that?
We're just holding mana for now. Wait to make a decision with this until we see more of what they have.
This world has such great potential.
It's for both, forever.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren. Live with purpose.
No point in bouncing into these. It gives them more damage to heal with Star Spring. This is a matchup where our Nopifies are pretty bad because our opponent doesn't really have things that Nopify and Deny counter meaningfully.
Daylight warms
Yes,
the
I
heart
guess
and
we
lights
take
the
this
way.
comment for now. I don't really want to play this anyways. I'm just going to end the round and burn one of their mana here. I mean, I'm not conceding to Lee Sin because it's the best deck. I'm conceding it because its play patterns kind of suck to play against. That's true. Sometimes this can catch Tom Kench. What did Zoe provide Lee that took the deck from tier 2 to possibly the top deck besides a champ swap? It looks almost identical. Sparklefly. Sparklefly and Zoe. So both Sparklefly and Zoe allow that archetype to, Sparklefly and Zoe both allow the Lee Sin archetype to be much better against aggro. Thank you, Jacob. He brought my glasses, chat. What a useful child. When children evolve into the gopher phase, it's the best phase, chat. Being able to send them to retrieve things. So yeah, so the one big counter to Lee Sin decks previously was aggressively slanted decks, and both Sparklefly and Zoe made it so they basically just don't have bad matchups anymore. They're not obviously 100% to win anything, but they have an incredible amount of play and are like close to a coin flip at worst in most places.
Ship time!
I guess we start by attacking with this. Let them use their hush for the game.
I'm still good to scrap.
Hey, good morning, Darkstorm. Thanks for the 10 months. Welcome
Where
back.
there is life, there is hope.
The possibilities are infinite. We shall
So,
write our own
a change to how Lee Sin works, D-Rock, would make the deck not be basically auto wins against, God, that's a good generation, would make the deck not be an auto win against mid-range and control decks, is what the change would do.
Should have stayed home, pal.
Take heart. Live with purpose.
Are we trying to save Karma here? I think we are. What other game are you coming from, Best Ryan? Because as someone who's played a ton of Magic Arena, like the amount of time people spend on turns in Runeterra is far less than coming from Magic. So like, are you used to Hearthstone? Yeah, or like, as somebody who's played both Magic Online especially, but even Magic Arena, the turns in this game are much quicker than the turns in that game. You can always see what upcoming decks are going to be playing on stream by checking out the stream queue on my website. I keep that up to date. That's why I put the decks in the stream title. I'd like to destroy that landmark, please. I can see the Deep being a variety game. For reference, with how I do my stream titles, I always put a pipe break in between different segments. So like, if I'm doing Expedition to others... I actually think one of the things Runeterra does better than a lot of other games is the fact that Runeterra has a lot less weighting just by the design of the resource system. I think I would love an Equinox to silence this idiot. Gosh! You could say them social media companies really Equinox trumped this week, huh? It really gave him the Equinox.
Oh, dizzy.
Be very quiet. We're silencing fascists. Shaking me down. Read. If you're just doing this, it's resource efficient. That's not terrible. I guess I don't have another Celestial at the moment, though. I can use this to get one.
Live with purpose.
You can hold stuff on board. Oh, right. This is technically a Celestial, right? That's fair. This is still 0. It's a good point.
Ring the fucking bell!
By starlight.
Oh, you wish
Star Spring's only at 6 because I haven't been killing a lot of their stuff. I've been intentionally not, that's why my life total is so low, I've been intentionally not blocking things in combat. Do I do this turn? I feel like I'm supposed to wait. Can they interact with this in response? What's a way they could blow me out here? Do these regions have any way that interact with this to punish me for doing this before I do this? Do they have anything that gets through a Nopify? I feel like the answer is no, right? So this card checks when you play it and upon resolution. So this is my only Celestial, so if they could kill this in response, my card would not do anything.
The Star Child. I'll clear a path for you.
Good to see you too.
I agree with the assessment from someone in chat that said this card kind of sucks because it makes blocking bad.
How is your flock, little shepherd?
It makes it game theory optimal to stop blocking, which feels really bad.
Look after our own.
I'll protect you.
Like, even here, I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to attack, if I'm being honest. I think we are. But, like, this is gonna, like, turbo accelerate their Soraka.
Go no further.
You want me to leave the 3-4 at home so they can't block with this? It might be right to play this pre-combat. If I'm not attacking with this, I should play something else pre-combat.
Close your eyes and the stars will fill you with their light.
But if my eyes are closed, won't I miss it?
So this is still set to die, so I assume they have a guiding touch to save it. And then if this plus this attack and heal up next turn, that'll be like 10 for this. So that means I'm going to lose to this next turn or the turn after. Astral Projection, yep. And then this is going to gain them enough life back. They probably can't be killed in combat. Was there a supernova on that Star Spring Invoke? I don't think I can look back at what it was. Probably. I thought it was the exile everything that had. Someone go back and check the tape. I thought it was the obliterate everything with 3 power or less. Which I guess is also kind of useful, maybe. Like, there's these two things.
Be at peace.
It was that. Alright. VP for VP and Hunin, thanks for the follows. Welcome to the channel.
Take heart. Live with purpose.
You can't stop me!
Back, heretic.
Okay, I mean, this is at 21, but they don't have anything in play that's damaged. And I get to notify this acquired taste, right? How about we Cosmic Inspiration and see what happens?
So what's in store for me? I need time for commute.
I think we're dead then, right? I don't think this does anything. So, for people that are wondering why I'm conceding there, we're dead. We're dead to the stars. So, Star Springs at 21 out of 22. They had 2 things with 1 damage on them. For reference, by the way, when I went looking for data on this deck on Mobalytics, this deck has a terrible win rate overall on Mobalytics. This variation that we're playing was one of the only variations of it that was barely at 50% with the number of games played. Just for point of reference. I keep the goat. I'm looking at the rest of these. Looking for Hush. Card's pretty good in the Fiora matchup. Our deck or the opponent's deck? Our deck. The Zoe Karma deck has a very, very bad win rate based on the metrics. No, you are definitely wrong, party. That is not how that works at all.
Strength in grace, beauty in the blade.
Like 1 murder comment, please.
My brethren.
Do I do cut the lines? Yeah. I like money. big fan of money.
Strike quickly. Oh God. This will be quick.
I mean, getting a single combat used on a 1/2 seems like a giant win for us. How about some frozen mushrooms today? That sounds great, Nivir. Thank you for your very generous bits. I appreciate that. You're absurd. I would love to play some frozen mushrooms up next. One day I'll have a golden whale. Well, in the meantime, you've got your blue whale. How do we feel about just, like, aggressively using the Falling Comet next turn? I don't really have anything else to do with my mana here. I guess I could sketch her into Gem. I think I'm gonna comment this. If this gets a deny, that's fine for us. Just want to try and manage their Fioras so we don't lose to their alt win con. Yeah, I agree, Violet Journey. That aggressive single screams to me like, hey, we really care about this Fiora. I don't think I'm attacking this into here while they have a bunch of mana available, especially with the Hush and the Stun in my hand.
I am the rose. Ha-ha!
Vine and wisp, steady my hand. Nature
Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's tail of the dragons on the battlefield already. Are we invoking this turn? Yeah, probably. Seems fine. Just having another comment rolled up for future problem sounds good.
Been a long path to get.
Hey, look at that, chat. A future problem. I'm kind of into Moonsilver here. None of the rest of these are super exciting.
Paint is just accidental art.
Making one of these cheaper on a key turn could be really good.
Strip away the paint strip, Zoe. What you doing over there?
What you doing over there?
An unfair fight.
It is an unfair fight, chat. Poor Zozo. Poor Zozo.
Two worlds, one balance.
Goodbye, friend.
Balance.
Who would trespass here?
Lucky you.
Nature blesses her followers.
I think we're just taking this hit and then sharp sighting this turn. Huh? I think I'm down for Cosmic Rays. We're probably gonna play something else out here. At a minimum, it gets rid of these two idiots. Yeah, I agree, Double Red.
Sun this, moon that.
Adults are boring.
But they're pretty to paint.
Hey, Time Lord, thanks for the 31 months of Prime. Welcome back. Laurent created this card. Gross. Bank mana to hold up deny. The problem with banking mana here is that, like, I have to burn a ton of mana in order to do it. Yeah, I can. Well, that just worked. They have another Shen. So I actually couldn't Moonsilver Hush there because this is the Celestial we're beholding. I could proactive Star Shape it, but then I don't get to heal with it, right? Which seems real bad. Do they just use a rally to kill my 3-2? What on God's green earth is in their hand? Yeah, there's also a lot of variations under 50% HR Beck. So remember, the default Mobalytics data doesn't group things by default.
I find them unworthy.
Vine and wisp, steady my hand.
This thing's just like never attacking.
Soldiers to me.
Set 3 up. It's a little scary. I don't really have any plays here. We keep having a bunch of games where, like, Deny and Nopify just sit here and rot in our hand. The assessment earlier that this isn't really a very good control deck, it's a interactive deck, or it's like needs to be like a tempo deck, is definitely feeling accurate in practice here.
Can I paint you?
Instead of me telling you you're right, tell me why you're wrong, Bad. If you ever see a line that you disagree with, don't expect me to reiterate why the line I took is correct. Instead, tell me why the line, the alternative you're suggesting is right. Say, Jeff, I think you should do this other thing, and this is why. Have a discussion about it. Don't just expect me to tell you that the thing that I just did is right, because I think the thing is right, that's why I did it. So if you're seeing it from a different perspective, help me understand your perspective. Not even just not having a wrath, just like not having good removal either. Like Comet being our only form of removal really kind of sucks. Even Living Legends doesn't really do anything here, right? I guess I take it because it's a redraw. I guess. I mean, we're playing Karma Zoe right now, Klaus. So I guess I'm kind of confused by your question.
Something I like to call fun.
Master said will be pleased.
You meant a better version? No, I don't think you can really solve the fundamental problems this archetype has. So Karma is a champion that inherently is a controlling champion, and Targon and Iona, neither of them make very good primary control regions. Is the kind of core fundamental problem of what this deck kind of struggles with in my experience so far. So far, they haven't had a deny of their own. So that's nice. I think we're just equinoxing this. Spooky Karma by the numbers is a bad dumpster fire of a deck, just for point of reference. By the numbers, Spooky Karma is actually worse than this deck. And again, like, when I say things like that, if you're playing those decks and you're enjoying them, like, don't let the metrics of the objective data minimize your fun that you're enjoying with the deck.
The fate of mortals and spirits falls to me.
But at the same time, just like understand what reality is. These notifies and denies have been really, really bad. Am I supposed to single combat here purely for the sake of triggering Nightfall on my Pale Cascade? Wow, they just skipped their attack token. That's so good for us. Joke's on you, opponent. My hand's dog poop. They must have just assumed my hand had good cards in it.
The balance has been maintained.
And we've tied. Alright, I wanna be done with this one. Let's play some frozen mushrooms. Yeah, so just to wrap here, for people, I know some people check out the wrap-up sections before they watch the deck, so like I mentioned during that set, this deck has a very poor win rate and metrics on Mobalytics across all of the variations that it's been played as. And I think that the fact that this deck is poor makes sense from a theory perspective too. So Karma is a champion that really wants to be paired in controlling go-long strategies, and neither Ionia nor Targon make good primary control regions. While there are control decks that play these regions, these two regions together, neither of them really provide the tools that control decks need to be competitive. So you don't have, you know, for example, Targon control decks are often paired with things like Plaza and single combat, ways to grant them removal or Ruination or Vengeance, stuff like that. Even things like Mystic Shot, direct damage, are ways to interact with the board. And if you look at like what this deck is doing, we have things like Concussive Palm and Hush, which while technically interaction, aren't ways to actually solve problems on their own. These are tools that only actually answer my opponent's threats situationally in conjunction with other cards in play. So, you know, Zoe and Goat, the games that it felt like we were really in this set were games where we played like a tempo deck as opposed to a control deck. And if you're trying to be aggressive and pressure people in race, Karma really isn't something that you're interested in doing. Her and Star Shaping, the kind of top end of this deck, just don't work. They kind of run counter to pressuring people. These are cards that are looking to go long, and then our regions don't have good tools to support these going long. So this one, the in practice small amount of experience that we have here feels like it worked out in line with what both the theory and the metrics in larger sample sizes on Mobalytics say for the archetype. Yeah, and I mean, like, you're not always spending another card when you Hush something, Zajad. Like, a lot of the time, you're, like, blocking inside of combat with Hush. You're just marking some damage on one of your units. But our deck also doesn't have that many large units to pair with Hush, which makes it awkward as well. So, all right, let's shift